Not necessarily over Thanksgiving, because Thanksgiving was Thanksgiving. It's just that I was away on vacation, so I really couldn't upload. Even though I had my PS4, I just really didn't decide to play. I just decided to hang out with the family. So today I'm doing a top 20 worst guns in Black Ops Zombies history and also World at War. So coming over at the 20 spot is the Springfield from Call of Duty World at War. Now this gun, it was just terrible. I mean, there's nothing to say about it. It's just terrible. Next weapon, number 19, is the double-barreled shotgun. Uh, Quite effective in the early rounds. Complete crap towards the end. Won't recommend. Coming over number 18 is the BAR. Also World at War. Just overpriced for a terrible weapon that has a low fire rate. So that's why. Number 17 is the Panzerschreck, some sort of RPG that sucks. So, and then again, it's an RPG. Number 16, one of the worst guns in World at War, in my opinion, the Kar 98. And we're gonna end that with the World at War guns. Kar 98, just absolutely terrible. Uh, I don't know what to say about it. I mean, it's some kind of rifle, shotgun, and it just sucks. Like, I could use a pistol and it'll be more effective, you know? Next up, we're moving to Call of Duty Black Ops 1. I think we just did 5 there. So over in the 15th spot is, if I can find out my list, I actually wrote a list. And the 15th spot is the Olympia. Reason? It's literally 2 bullets, not that much in the magazine, and quite weak, and the reload slow. And we're not really we're counting it overall, like without perks, with perks, pack a punch. We're looking at it overall, not just in one specific spot. So in number 14, we got the M16. Now this gun was okay in Black Ops 1, bad in Black Ops 2, but it just didn't meet expectations in any of the games at all. And it's just one of those guns that isn't talked about that much in the Call of Duty Zombies game. You know, it wasn't that good. So over to the 13th spot is the M72 Law. Once again, another RPG. Of course, the RPGs are going to be in the bads, just because it's bad. You know? So yeah. So going over to the 13th spot is, I believe it's an assault rifle. In Black Ops 1, you got in the mystery box known as the G11. Burst assault rifle, quite slow, bulky. Yeah, just not the gun that you're expecting to have against zombies, like in any map. Especially even the Reese, where you have that camping spot, just not good at all. So moving on from the G11, we have the PM63, a wall weapon that most people remember from Kino der Toten. Bad, just bad. It was a pea shooter. It was like high fire rate, low magazine, not that much damage. So there's that. We're now moving on to Black Ops 2. So in number 10 is the S12. Not the worst gun in Black Ops 2, but obviously not the best neither. Weird shotgun to begin with. Just not good for zombies. Low clip. It might have medium type of damage. It's just, and this is like more on a personal level too, so I just personally did not like it. So moving on to number 9 is the Executioner. Now, unlike the Python, which wasn't that good neither, the Python held on its own, especially with double tap and speed cola, and I know, and just alone it did pretty good in the early rounds. Executioner, not the best representing on the pistol side, in my opinion, once more. So that's my reason. So yeah. So going over to number 8, one of the worst snipers you could use in Black Ops history, the Barrett M821 from Black Ops 2. Keep in mind this is the Black Ops 2 section. Not good. Not as high damage as the Ballista and DSR was in Black Ops 2 for zombies. And kind of found yourself running out of ammo quick. Just, it didn't help out at all. So yeah. So let's see, that was yeah. So now, okay, so that was 8. Moving on to number 7 is another RPG grenade launcher kind of thing. The War Machine. Yeah. What can I say? It appeared in the mystery box too much, too often, and it was crappy. The pack, and like I said, we're looking at this overall. With perks, without perks, bad. Pack Punch, slightly better, but still not. It didn't do it justice at all. So yeah, yeah. So that's my thing with that. So I believe that was. Let's see. Sorry, is that this list is kind of messed up. So let's see, 10. Okay, now moving on to number 6. Sorry, I have to pause between this because I have the list is jumbled up and I didn't really organize it quite well. Moving on to number 6. Probably one of the worst overall guns. Like looking overall in Black Ops 2, worst gun had to be the SMR. The SMR. Once again, another pea shooter. Weird. I believe it was a shotgun, if I'm not mistaken. Weirder than an S12, honestly. Do not know what they were thinking of it. Actually, no, I think it was an assault rifle. I don't know where I got shotgun from. SMR, just not good at all. I don't know what they were thinking. When you first look at it, it looks good. With the way it's set up, it looks good, but the damage is extremely bad and inaccurate. Extremely inaccurate. Slightly better Pack-a-Punch, but by slightly better, I just mean better than the version it was already in. Not slightly better overall as a better gun. So there's that. So that's number 6. Now we're moving on to Black Ops 3. At number 5 is the Shiva. Slow fire rate. It was a basically headshot only weapon, and I personally never picked it up, never used it, because I just think it's that bad, in my opinion. So that's my reason, really. Number 4 is the Gorgon. Another weapon with slow fire rate, and it's just heavy as crap. And it just didn't do that much. The slow fire rate is what killed it. If it was slightly faster, damage isn't bad. So that's why the Gorgon is no bueno. So coming in at number 3 is the Pharaoh. The Pharaoh is another one of those pea shooters. Not that much damage. Good point builder though. Most of these weapons would be good point builders, except the Olympia. And there's other weapons there that I won't go back and mention. But Pharaoh, just not, no. Damage-wise, no. If you want to get points, sure, use it. So whatever. Next up is the Argus shotgun. One of the shotguns in zombies that does not do justice. KRM would have been in it, but the KRM does hold on its own slightly, despite it being a wall weapon. Surprisingly, the Argus is not that good. You find yourself in the late rounds, just for a shotgun. Taking 3-4 shots to kill a zombie. No, that's not good. Personally, like, my favorite shotgun in Black Ops 3 Zombies is, they say the Haymaker's is best. I honestly function well with the Brikey, or whatever it's called. So, yeah. Next up, and last and final gun in Black Ops 3, for the Black Ops 3 category of this top 20 worst guns, is the BRM. Now, yeah, it might do a good, okay, significant amount of damage. Not, godly or anything, but slow reload, and you honestly just you just walk slow with it. The perks don't do it much justice. That's just my opinion. Some people might like it. I don't like it. Whatever, my personal opinion. So before I explain some things about why I picked the weapons I did, let's go on to the honorable mentions. Honorable mentions, we got, let's see how much I marked on here. 4. We got 4, and 2 of them happen to be explosive ones in RPGs. Not surprising. Okay, so first in the honorable mentions is the ballistic knife. Reason, not that good. Only good Pack-a-Punch because it could revive fallen players. That's the only reason why it's honorable mention. If it didn't have that ability, it would have been on that list. Next one is the crossbow. Crossbow does explosive damage to yourself. Uh, just isn't that good. Pack-a-Punch, it's okay, but once again, you gotta keep in mind explosive damage does play a factor. If you had PhD Flopper, which I don't think the crossbow and PhD Flopper meet in a lot of maps, so that's one reason why it's an honorable mention. It's not completely terrible in the list. Next up is the China Lake. Now, the China Lake, if the War Machine had not existed, the China Lake would be there. But the reason why the China Lake is honorable mention is because the China Lake is basically better than the War Machine Pack-a-Punch. Yeah, and the China Lake is not even that good neither. So, yeah, that's the reason why. Next up, which was hard to put in the honorable mentions because I really liked it, but I gotta keep in mind that the reason I liked it was because I only used it in one map and it worked for that one map. So, next weapon is the B23R, an overpriced pistol that it was just like for a starting weapon. The reason it took me a tough time to really think about it is because I gotta keep in mind that the only reason I really liked it is because I only used it in transit. Because the bus was there and my friends would just stay in the bus and we would just get ammo, shoot zombies, get ammo, shoot zombies, pack a punch, shoot zombies, get ammo, you know, stuff like that. So that's why that is there. Now keep in mind that I picked these on a personal level because that's just what I thought, and some weapons, it was just like from the get-go obvious. So yeah, if you guys agree with that top 20 cluster of things, then leave a like if you want. And that's pretty much it for the video. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. I was honestly gonna do the whole. I was gonna do something different and update you guys on something. And then do this video, but I decided to kind of do it all in one. And there's still one thing that has to be announced, but I'll announce that in a little mini video tomorrow for you guys. And it might be answer or like a reveal for you guys, or it might be a question depending if I still haven't made up my mind. But at this point, I think my mind has been made. Also, I have missed a lot of uploading, so I'm probably gonna be doing depending on how the week goes, I might do a lot of streaming for you guys. So yeah, kind of sorry for the small pauses as well. Like just saying wait, because this list was messed up. Um, what kind of gave me this idea? It's an idea that I've had for a while because I just started doing like top videos, like top this, top that. Um, why did I pick the guns that I did? Uh, well, it was quite hard to come up with it because even though I wanted to do this, it was quite simple to do a top 5 for Black Ops 3. But I decided to up the game up and do it for all the Black Ops Zombies games, and you know, World at War included. And it was quite hard to like remember, go back to the old games, considering I do not have an old gen console. So I kind of sought inspiration. I think that's how you say. I was seeking for inspiration, so I went on YouTube and watched two videos, one from the Smith Plays and one from Mr. T-Lexify about the worst and best and stuff. Just trying to remember the guns I use and how I use them. So there was barely any bias in this, as you can see, especially with the B23R. I had to accept it for what it was. So yeah, I'm rambling right now, so I'm done rambling. If you guys want to, you know, expand upon this and want to have a conversation, go ahead, write down in the comments below. If you agree, if you don't, what do I think about things? I'm free to answer your questions. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna stop rambling. It's your turn to start talking. See you in the next video.